Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Saturday, the 11th of August 2018, and we're providing our gold and silver weekly update for the week ending the 10th of August. Gold fell $2 last week from $1,213 to $1,211, having hit a high of $1,217 and a low of $1,206. In sterling terms, gold finished the week up £14 at £948, and in euros it closed at €1,061, up €12 on the week. Silver fell 11 cents from $15.42 to $15.31, having hit a high of $15.51 and a low of $15.26. In sterling terms, it closed at £11.99. That's up 13 pence. And in euros, it closed at 13.42 euros. That's up 0.09 euros. The gold to silver ratio rose from 78.66 to 1 to 79.10 to 1. The Dow Jones closed on Friday at 25,313. down 196 points on the day and down 149 points on the week. And the Nasdaq closed at 7,839, down 52 points on the day, but up 27 points on the week. Brent crude fell 40 cents from $73.21 to $72.81, and US light crude fell 81 cents from $68.49 to $67.63. The dollar index stands at 96.35. That's up 1.19 on the week. Gold markets bounced last week within a narrow range. It initially rose, then fell back, then rose, fell, rose, fell, rose, fell, rose, and fell again in the last few hours on Friday. The 1200 floor seems to be holding, but we believe it is only a matter of a short time before it will be breached. However, in sterling and euro terms, gold strengthened, especially as both the euro and the pound fell against the dollar. Now let's look at this for just a moment. Do you remember all of those so-called gurus who have repeatedly said that the US dollar was either about to collapse or will be the first currency to collapse? Well, this week has shown us exactly what we have been postulating since the start of our channel. We are all no doubt aware of the currency crisis in Turkey, with the Turkish lira falling last week and then finally experiencing an 18% fall at one point on Friday, the biggest one-day fall since a 2001 crisis in Turkey. Where did most of that money go? Yes, the US dollar. Likewise, we saw stock markets around the world react adversely. And where did that money go? Yes, partially into the US dollar, leaving the US dollar up at least one full index point on the previous week. This has been duplicated many times over the years, but last week was an excellent example to all those who still believe that the US dollar will be the first to collapse, to see in real time, yes, real life, that when other currencies fall, it is to the US dollar the world runs. Even with Turkish President Erdogan telling his people to sell US dollars and their gold, yes, and their gold, and buy the Turkish lira to support their currency, it made little difference. Now, despite moderately good trade figures in the UK and Europe, against the US dollar, even their currencies fell, proving to the world that even though we all know that fiat currency is ultimately worthless, the US dollar is one of the best of a bad bunch. Now, back to gold. Its price fell, frankly, because of the dollar strength. There was no real evidence of a gold sell-off. It's just that as gold is priced in dollars, it suffered only gently because of its rise. This coming week, we may very well see gold prices strengthen a little as the dollar value corrects itself, unless the Turkish crisis worsens even further. However, we maintain that gold's overall direction will still be down for a couple of months, only then to recover towards the end of the year, as we predicted in our last two videos on gold price prediction for 2018. The silver charts last week were almost identical to gold. The two are moving in unison at the moment, simply because there is not much going on to differentiate them. Again, like gold, silver is maintaining a relatively tight framework between 1525 and 1550. But as we stated in our videos on our silver price prediction a few days ago, we can see silver fall below $15 again before it then ends up at the end of the year a little higher. We have listed our silver and gold prediction videos at the top of the notes below this video. So what is likely to affect prices this coming week? Well, on Monday we have the survey of consumer expectations for July. On Wednesday, retail sales figures for July, industrial production for July, and the Home Builders Index for August, plus other less important economic reports, so a busy day and one to watch. Thursday, we have housing starts for July, and Friday, the consumer sentiment for August. So next week we shall see whether the situation in Turkey worsens and whether any contagion occurs, as some Western banks have a degree of exposure there. We shall also see how the North Korean situation plays out and further issues concerning Iran. On the domestic political front, our next favourite senior candidate for indictment, Roger Stone, has a number of his close friends and allies subpoenaed, with Christine Davis, the Madame from Manhattan, having already given evidence. Randy Credico, Roger Stone's WikiLeaks back channel, having been subpoenaed and will give evidence shortly, quite possibly this week. And Andrew Miller, a former associate of Rogers, was also subpoenaed, failed to turn up, has now been held in contempt, and has legally challenged the basis upon which the investigation has been founded. We have said for a few weeks now that Roger is the next big fish, and we believe Trump Jr. will be the one after that. If we are right, then clearly markets may become a little unnerved as to how the president will then react. However, whilst we believe that Roger Stone will be indicted before the election, we suspect the president's son will be indicted after the election. All adding to the myriad of economic, geopolitical and local political influences that affect gold and silver prices, and frankly all markets in general. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on Twitter. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe as a free member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer: Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice, and merely represent the personal views of its owners.